All right. I have some advice for new parents. These big toys that you get your kids and everything, uh, don't get many of them. I mean, we have the gas pump, we have this, we have that, 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 the truck, this, his bubble car, and a shopping cart. And this room is completely full. And this is just the extra stuff that he doesn't have in the other room. And there he has the easel, and he has like its table and some other trucks and everything. So yeah, I can understand why I think my parents bought micro machines instead of other stuff. My buddy wanted to jump in my lap, so we're doing this video with my dog in my lap. But got a new piece of camping gear. Actually, I got it a little while back, and I was kind of like, wasn't really sure if I was going to like it or not. But actually, I think I'm really going to like it. I'm like, oh, it's a pillow? No, this is a full-size blanket. It's a down feather blanket, and it is actually pretty warm. Basically, this is the stuff sack that goes in, and doing this with one arm, one hand is the way all YouTubers do their videos. But yeah. Right now it's been in a stuffed sack for a little while because I was trying to see exactly how small I could get it. But after about 10 minutes, the fluff comes back to it. But don't get me wrong, this is not something I mean, if it was going to be like snowing or below freezing, this would not be the only thing I would have. This is not that warm. But it's actually pretty warm. Like if you're going to a ball game or something like that, it'd be great. For camping, it's good sitting around the campfire. For hammock camping, to go over use pretty good. I'd still recommend a underquilt though. But yeah, it's a lot warmer than I thought it'd be. And I mean, well, it's down feathers. I mean, they're really warm. I mean, the feel. I mean, it's not like like a humongous feel rating or anything like that, but for a blanket that size, and I really like it. Today it's pretty cold. I mean, if you look at some other places in the United States, there's like a foot of snow, so it's not cold compared to there. But I mean, it was like high 30s, low 40s here, which is pretty chilly right now for me. And so I broke out my really big jacket. It's like a World War One, like Romanian officer's jacket. I love the thing. It's made of wool. It's like 100% wool, so it's like around your neck. It get a little itchy sometimes. But it is probably the warmest jacket I've ever had in my entire life. And today I went to the grocery store, and while I was there, it's actually some dudes like kind of looking at me. I was in the checkout line, and the guy behind me is kind of looking at me, and he goes, "What type of jacket is that?" And he looked like he was an older guy. He had like an army T-shirt on, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Romanian officer's jacket." He goes, "Oh, I thought it's some kind of an Eastern European country." And I was like, "Yeah, like I saw it on the website. It was like an army surplus." And he goes, "You know what? He started asking me questions about it, and I was like, I think it's World War One, and he asked me how much I paid for it and everything. And I told him, like, yeah, when I got it, it smelled like it's got the anti-inflammatory, like I can't remember what it's called now, but the fire retardant they spray on it because wool is flammable, And I was just like, yeah, and it took a long time to get that off. And it did. That's the worst thing about it. It took me forever to get that stupid smell off the jacket. But now I love it. I just sewed 2 buttons back onto it because, I mean, it's a World War One jacket that had never been, it's like a surplus that never been used. So, yeah, it's the buttons were a little weak. So I need to sew those back on. And probably need to sew every one of them back on, like even the ones that are still attached, so that they don't come off. But yeah, I love that thing. It's a double-breasted jacket, and it's just awesome. Very, very. I mean, I think it weighs probably between 5 to 10 pounds. I mean, it's a heavy jacket. But yeah, during the wintertime, that's what I wear. My wife hates it though. It's kind of funny. I told her about it when I got home, and I was like, "Yeah, somebody has to start talking about my jacket." She's like, "Well, at least somebody likes it." I don't know. She just doesn't like those long. Like it's like a trench coat. She doesn't like those type of jackets for some reason. I love them though. I like long jackets like that. Like I have a duster jacket. It's like a cowboy jacket. It's like an oil skin. She really hates it. Which I think is kind of funny. Her dad's the one that bought it for me. But yeah. Weird things like that. I don't know. I've always had a thing for jackets like that. I don't know. Maybe I think one of my favorite TV shows growing up was Highlander, and Duncan MacLeod. He always wore those long jackets like that. And I don't know. I don't think that's where it started, but I always thought they were really cool. I always liked them. So now I'm older. That's the type I buy. This Thanksgiving, we were going to. My wife was going to go to her parents on a farm, and she was going to go out there and stay Wednesday night, and I was going to come out Thursday morning and go. That was going to eat Thanksgiving dinner. Well, Adrian rolls around. I mean, he can't. He won't sleep in a crib, like the portable crib. He won't sleep in it. So we know we're not going to be able to do that. And so she's like, okay, well, we'll just get a what's that thing called? Basically, the thing goes beside the bed, like it sticks up under the mattress and goes. It's like prevents the baby from rolling out of the bed. Because what we need to do is we're going to turn his crib just into. We have things to turn into a full size bed. We're just going to do that. Because he hates being like inside of a crib or anything, and but we was going to do that. We were going to try it out at our parents'. But today I went to the baby store to look for one, and I walked around that store like 3 times. Like, where in the world are these things? I know they have them. And I was looking at a baby gate, and because his room has 2 doors on it, so we need an extra wide one. And I found one. I was like, okay, cool. And I took pictures of it so I could get the dimensions and everything on it. But I just could not find this stupid thing for the bed. And I walked around the store like 3 times, and finally ended up asking somebody. It's like, where do you guys have these? And they're like, oh, it's right here. And literally, it's like, here's the baby gate. If I would have turned around, I'd have saw it. Like I was standing next to it. Man, made me feel real bright there. I mean, the lady that showed me where it was, she didn't know I had been standing right there right before it. But internally, I was like, oh, dear God, I'm an idiot. But those baby stores, though, they have things packed in there so tight. Like, I mean, literally, it's like they had baby gates. They had the buggy cut, like shopping buggy, like a shopping cart covers, bottles, and like nursing pads, and all this stuff, like in this one little area. And it was just, and I was just like, it's just crazy. I was like, okay, everything was so compacted in that one area that I just completely missed it. Nah. I don't know. wasn't too bad of a day. If that's the worst thing that happens between now and before I go to bed, I'll be lucky.